There's one AI tool that I use in every single one of my videos, and that is Adobe Podcast. Now, Adobe Podcast is a audio editing suite, but it's super simple. Basically, what you do is you drag a file into it, you click a button, and it takes away all background noise and enhances your voice in one click. Now, I don't think you could get any more easy than that. There's no more messing around with compressors, EQ, and noise reduction yourself, because it does everything for you literally in one click. Now, the best part about it is that you can test it out for free, because there's a free plan and a premium plan. I have the premium plan, so I've put my money where my mouth is. I don't have any sort of affiliate relationship or any kind of links to give you at the time of making this video for this program. It's just that I find it so good that I thought I need to tell you guys about it. Now, what you can also do is test out the premium plan for 30 days completely free. So I really recommend that you just jump over and test this out, because you have nothing to lose. Now, for me, this is a massive time saver, a real big productivity booster, and I really can't recommend it enough. So over on the website then, this is the screen you'll be greeted with. I'll show you first the part I use. So we go here to enhance speech. And all you need to do is find a file and drag it over and drop it. So I'm going to do that now. So we just drag this file over, drop it on there, and it's going to start uploading. Once it's uploaded, it will start processing automatically. It can take a few minutes, so let's come back when it's done. Okay, so now the file is uploaded and processed. We can go over here and we can play the file. There was a lot of thoughts going around in my head, because let me tell you all about it. So now we can see that we have some options. The first one we have is enhanced or original, where we can quickly switch between the two and listen to the difference. Let's do that now. On Wednesday last week, I went to bed really early. I was feeling really tired. I think you can tell there that it's enhanced the voice, but it's also enhanced the volume of it as well. Now, what we can do additionally here is we can adjust the amount of effect that Adobe's putting onto the recording. So obviously 0 would be no effect and 100% would be fully processed and enhanced. I usually keep it on these default settings, which is 90 and 10. I don't mind a little bit of background noise. I think it keeps things sounding more natural, but I don't want my laptop over there to be heard at all, and this cuts it out completely. We can see up here we have a version 1 and 2. Version 2 is the latest one, of course, and version 1, I believe, is slightly less of the sort of bassy podcast tone, if I remember correctly. I only use version 2, and here we can see the type of files that are compatible. They've recently updated this, so they've added more, which is great, because I use M4A and that wasn't supported before, meaning I had to go to an external program and convert it quickly before I came to Adobe Podcast, but now they've taken care of that. You can see your history here of files that you've done within the last 10 days as well. So you can go back to other projects. And that is literally it. You drop it in, it gets processed. You decide how much processing you want, which I don't even touch anyway. I literally trust this program enough now that I download straight away without even listening to it. It's never given me a bad result in any form. The only thing even close to that was one time when I went for a walk in the forest and I was walking on a gravel path, as I normally do. And in most of my videos, including all of them that I've processed with Adobe Podcast, you could hear my footsteps crunching. But in this particular video, for some reason, Adobe Podcast has decided to cut that out as background noise. Now, I didn't even notice it until I'd uploaded the video, and then I realized, hang on a minute, I can't hear any footsteps like I normally do. So it decided just to remove that. Now, I could have come in here if I'd realized and adjusted it to allow more background noise, which would have brought the footsteps back. But it honestly didn't matter. It wasn't even relevant. But that's the only weird thing it's ever done, and it wasn't a problem anyway. So you could see how simple and easy that is to do, and you are finished. No compression, no EQ, no nothing. There's nothing else to do now. You have a fully downloaded audio file that is going to sound good in whatever you put it into next. Now let's take a look at some of the other tools. Here we have the studio. In the studio, we can create a new project and we can upload a file. I'll just upload any random file for now. Again, it's going to need to upload it and process it, so it'll take a second. There we can see our file is uploaded. Now I hit transcribe and we can detect different voices. So I'm going to click that to do that, but there's only my voice on this recording. But if you do a podcast with more than one person, it will detect all of the different people's voices and label them accordingly. Okay, so now we have our entire transcript of our video or our audio file. And you can import video files as well as audio files into this, at least on the premium plan you can. We'll come to that in a minute. So here's a complete transcript of my video. Now this is really useful if you wanted to put it into ChatGPT, for example, and then get, for example, a video description based on the content of your video. So this is super helpful in itself, just to have a transcript. But what's really powerful here is, especially if you do faceless content or any kind of content where you're matching the video up to the audio, then what you can do is just come into here and you can edit all of the audio in here because you've already done the quality part. Now all you need to do is remove any problem sentences. So for example here, if I wanted to remove "I was in hospital the other day and," I would just select that and press delete and you'll see it remove it. Now if you hit Control and Z to undo that, it will come back again. Or you can hit this obviously undo button up here. But now if we play that from here, there was a lot of the speakers to come on. Thoughts going around in my head because let me tell you all about it. So, and you can see there it seamlessly cuts out that part. Now what you can also do here is add music. So if you click on this music icon here, you can add your own or somebody else's. If I just click on one of them for now, you can add various different types: intros, outros, background, transition. If I just add a music track in there, it will add it at the point of your cursor. Now what you can do is you can click on this and you can set it as background music, and then it will play alongside the rest of your clip. Let's test that out. Thoughts going around in my head because let me tell you all about it. So you can hear the music's playing as well as the audio. Now, what you can also do within here is you don't need to go back out. You can just hit the enhance button here and it'll enhance the whole thing for you anyway. So you can do all the enhancement within this studio part as well. Let me tell you all about it. So, and you can see there, it's enhanced the whole thing already. And we can turn that on and off, of course. We can also set in placeholders where we can write in something like add a picture of a cat. And then we'll know that we need to add something in here at this point within the audio. So we can actually annotate our audio as well to understand what actions or what pieces of video and clips and stuff we want to put in during this editing process. Once we're done here, we just hit export and we'll get a fully optimized and edited version of our file that we can just export and use as an audio file, take it into our editing software and start adding our video clips to it if that's the way that you edit. Especially good for faceless channels where you don't have to sync this audio up with an actual video file, just B-roll and such. So any kind of narration channel, this is perfect. And this is what you can do in Descript. In Descript, I believe cheapest plan is $16, $19, something like that. And this has, in my opinion, superior audio editing to that. And you can do a lot of this stuff for free. Let's go and take a look at what you can do for free now. So if we click on plans up here, we can see the different plans. I will skip that because we want to go down here. It's easier to see. So on the free plan, you can edit your audio. You can't use video files, unfortunately. You can't adjust the strength of the effects. That will default to 90 and just stay there. So you just have to accept that. You can upload a maximum of 500 megabytes or a maximum of 30 minutes in duration. And the max hours of enhanced speech per day that you can create is 1 hour. So if you combine those things, you can probably get away with most videos projects, you can actually enhance everything for free. You can record into the studio an unlimited amount that you want, so you can still edit your audio file in a text format like we just did. The max project duration is 30 minutes, and you can do 2 projects per day, 2 downloads per day. It transcribes, and you can transcribe edit, which is what we just did. You can't change the strength. You can't download the original recordings, but you can, or speaker separated recordings, but you can download, I believe, the obviously finished product, and you do get some sort of branding on there. So the paid version just takes away a lot of these and enhances the amount of stuff you can do, or the size of the files and the duration and stuff like that. And that's, as you can see, what I currently have. I currently have the premium plan. I wouldn't recommend stuff. I think if you've been on this channel at all before, you'll know that it's about honesty and transparency and my journey on YouTube. So this is a prime example. I use this on every single video, and I have the paid version, and I don't receive anything for telling you guys about this. I'm telling you about it because I think it's good. I think it can help you, and I think it can save you time. Now, one last thing I can show you is that you can start with different templates, and they provide you with different graphics. If you wanted to have a podcast cover, for example, you can get all of that for free here as well. You can click on more templates and just take a look. Editable free podcast cover templates. Look, you've got tons and tons of them, and you can just load more and more. So there's something for everybody. It's ready to go. You just edit them and with the details you want, and you've got your podcast cover. You've got your audio sorted. You really don't need much more than that. So I really can't recommend this program enough, and there's no reason not to try it out, because there's free version and there's a free 30-day trial. I believe if we go to plans, here's the free 30-day trial that you can access immediately, giving you all the premium features that you can test out for a whole month. So to me, trying this out is a complete no-brainer, and it may just save you a ton of time or make things better than you already have at the moment. So if you want to cut out background noise, you want to enhance your audio in the most simple way I think possible, and super effective, super trustworthy, never gets it wrong, I can't recommend this enough. I hope that's helped, guys. If it has, like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know if you've tried this out, or if you do try it out and what you think of it, or if there's something else that you use to edit your audio that's super simple and effective that you want to let everybody know about. And don't forget to check out this video here, where I talk about my studio space and why software like this is super important. Hope to see you in your next video, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching.